Hello, First United Methodist Church of Warren. I am coming to you today to talk about what it means for us to open our doors to in-person worship once again. We are well aware that these last 3 months apart have been very trying for the majority of us, and that many of us are anxious to get back to worship. We are also aware that the numbers in the state of Michigan have continued to decline. We thank God for that, but we also know that we are not out of the woods, that the threat of this pandemic still remains. Not only are we aware of the fact that if we come together too soon, we risk endangering the lives of those who join us, we are also aware of the many challenges that we are going to face in worshiping together. We have gathered some members of the congregation to share just a few of those challenges with you.
If we were to gather together here in the sanctuary for worship, it would be difficult. We could only be in every other pew and only on the ends of those pews in order to be socially distant from each other. As difficult as it has been, that is something that we need to remember when we can worship together in the same place.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to tell everybody if we gather for services, we are going to have to wear a mask for the whole service, just like this.
If we have church, the children will not be able to have Sunday school because they will not be able to be together. And because of the distancing, the nursery will not be able to be utilized because of the distancing for the children and the safety for all involved.
If we meet together right now, there is no way we could meet in this room for fellowship.
As much as everyone wants to get back to the old normal and return to services here in the sanctuary, we know that will not happen for some time. We want everyone to be safe when we are able to come back. So we know that when that happens, we will have a new normal. Studies have shown that singing transmits the virus more and farther than just plain talking. So we would have no choir and no congregational singing. A well-known Methodist pastor said that he would rather have people worshiping online at home and being able to sing than being in the building with no music.
So there you have it. As we prepare to gather back together again, the reality is that worship will not look like it used to. There are so many things that we are going to have to do differently. We want you to know that your leadership team is working diligently on this problem. They are not only working to figure out what it means to come back together safely, but also what it means to come back together for a meaningful worship experience. Until that, we are aware that the biggest concern that people have, the biggest thing that they miss, is the community that we share. We want you to know that we hear you, and we encourage you to join a small group at this time. A group that meets your needs, a group that allows you to connect, to grow, to serve, or even to worship. There are members of our community that have not been able to worship at all these last 3 months because they don't have the technology. And maybe someone has space in their home that they can invite those people on a Sunday morning to worship alongside of them. Small groups are going to be vital through these next few months. With that, we do continue to encourage you to keep your leadership team in prayer as we walk this journey. God bless.